I know why I haven't made them. Because I got this Wow Butter stuff and I don't like it, but I refuse to throw it out. I need to use it, but I don't want to use it. Why is ADHD the way it is? Tell me. I'm trying to decide if it's a bad thing that I just put Miss Rachel on. I kind of needed reinforcements so that I don't know. Some days I just don't have all of the energy. It's the ADHD, it's the arthritis, it's all of the things. The problem is that I forget all day to drink my water and then time just disappears on me. I'm having this ADHD paralysis existence lately. Like in the mornings, usually if I have a routine, like it's very simple for me to follow. But if Archie's like awake at different times, I can't follow any routine. And then I end up like this on the floor, just hanging out on the playmat after he's gone down for his nap. I'm trying to do, like, I want to exercise every day because I like exercising and it makes my body feel better. But when I'm stuck in ADHD paralysis, I'm just like, no, thank you. So I'm trying to do at least my pelvic floor physiotherapy at a bare minimum. And maybe that's okay. I don't know. This is my core program. It's supposed to make everything in here feel much more stable. The only problem is my shoulder's not strong enough for this. An added bonus of having this playmat on the floor is that I can do my exercise on it and I don't have to do that extra step of taking out my yoga mat. I guess that's a benefit, right? Somehow, despite washing my hair more regularly, my hair is so much more greasy. What's up with that? This one is called The Lean Back. If you are a millennial, you might recognize this as a song from the millennial days. I guess the millennial days are still happening. Well, the early millennial days. Anyway, leaning back. Oh, I'm done. My timer's done. So I do all that, and then I do round two, and it's the exact same thing. So let's carry on with life. I also have to go to the dentist today, which I think is why I'm procrastinating and lying on the floor instead of doing anything productive. Oh, that word productive really gets me. Really gets me. Done. I'm done with my pelvic floor physiotherapy experiments. Exercises. I think this week I'm just going to take you on an ADHD around my life. I don't really know what else to tell you about other than I've been struggling a lot with it, and maybe if I film it, I'll feel more like in control of it, but I don't think I will. You know what? I just need medication. I felt better on medication and currently can't be on it due to the breastfeeding and the fertility things. So I'm gonna get out of this position. I'm very uncomfortable. You know, a question that plagues me like every single day is, should I put contact lenses in or just wear my glasses? I feel like that is like, should be such an easy decision, but I'm like, well, I don't want to waste the contact lenses. And if I put just glasses on, am I gonna feel like poop today? And I think back and forth, basically between those two thoughts until something else has to happen. Like I have to take a shower because I gotta get to the dentist. Sometimes I just leave stuff on my counter so that I don't forget to do the things. But on my counter, right there, I had left this like dental thing for, what is it? A dental, like a grind guard thing for like the last 5 months, 4 months, 3 months. I'm making it my mission to actually do it today. This empty space. But in the meantime, I can't forget sunscreen or deodorant. Sure hope my hair dries before I have to go out into the winter tundra to go to the dentist. Now I can put on my deodorant. You want to know why? Because in my brain, it's like if I don't have a shirt on, the deodorant's going to get all over the shirt when I put the shirt on. So I have to wait to put on the deodorant. But then if I wait and I forget and I don't leave the deodorant out, then I don't have deodorant all day. And that's an issue. Wearing a watch is one of the ways that I can make my ADHD a little bit easier. A, because I can see the time, but B, because I can see the temperature. Oh, it's now -6. I could also call Justin with just the tap of a button or track breastfeeding or sleep, which I don't do anymore. I guess I could change those. And I can add my exercise guy. Shout out to this winter tundra for making it 8,000 times harder for us to me and my collective of brain cells to go out the door. I'm gonna have to dry my hair before I go out. I would anyway. I don't understand how neurotypicals manage to get through all of the things and get it all done and like have a clean house and exist in their lives. Something I've found like incredibly challenging about being a new mom with ADHD is that like I get into a hyperfocus mode and then something comes in for the baby that needs to be dealt with like immediately, and I'm not used to doing that. Like I'm used to like really sticking with a thing for like a prolonged period of time if at all possible, especially because I was medicated before and it made it a lot easier to do that. And then once I have to like switch tasks very quickly, I think this is a common ADHD thing, like I get resentful and I get angry, and then that projects into my whole family, and that gets incredibly frustrating. So that is a massive challenge. Also, I need a new face cloth. What the hell, you know? Sometimes I'm like, I can do the bare minimum today. This is my bare minimum outfit, my bare minimum dry hair, my bare minimum sunscreen and deodorant, and some days are just like that. But it's frustrating because I'm like, I want all days to be not bare minimum. I want all days to be like an easy flow of all of the things, but it's just not reality. Maybe it's not reality for neurotypicals. Let me know. Let me know. Because sometimes I feel like the grass is greener, and it's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I should probably finish drying my hair. And then again, maybe the obsession with looking like I'm put together and like perfect and everything just comes from the ADHD stuff. Like when you're a little girl with ADHD, like you don't get in trouble if you have your shit together. And so we're so hyper vigilant about having our shit together now as adults. And it's like crippling when the bare minimum would suffice, right? Sometimes you gotta take the little wins. I did put on clean clothes today, and I did wash and dry my oily hair. But 10 minutes from now, do you think I'm gonna remember that? No, I'm just gonna be frustrated with myself that I forgot to do something else related to my ADHD, and that's where I'm gonna be. But I did so many things this morning. I did my pelvic floor physiotherapy. I washed, I cleaned, I dried. My home isn't a mess right now. Like I mean, there's a few things out, but it's like, it's fine. There's like the noise in my head is so loud all the time. This is the thing I was telling you about. It's like the night guard thing. I gotta do this. I gotta do it. I consider it a win if I can take my supplements every day, because that's self-care. Making sure I have enough calcium for my bones. My bones need calcium. When you are breastfeeding, you need something like 500 more milligrams of the bones, calcium. That's a random fact that I learned on TikTok. I don't know if it's true, but I do know that you do need calcium, because all of the other healthcare practitioners I have mentioned this to have said, yes, yes, yes. Immediately forgot to film myself taking the supplements. Well, I did. They're gone. All right, I've got 15 minutes before I have to go to the dentist. Let's see if I can put up a Facebook Marketplace listing for my couch. It's 10:10 and I managed to get my listing up for the couch. The blue couch is gone. The gray couch is being given away for free because it's old, but it's still in very good condition. So like it's usable. Someone can use it. I guess I should probably note it's a pest-free, smoke-free home. Pet-free home. Wasn't always pet-free. Maybe I won't write that. Great, there's my listing. Look at that couch. What a beaut. There's the back of it. And a bunch of random stuff in the frame. Whatever, that's fine. It's done. Have I given myself enough time to pee and put on my socks? Probably not. I should shut my computer because I don't want it to be on the whole time. I don't know how long I'm gonna be getting these fillings done. I haven't finished my protein shake. My baby's still asleep. There are too many thoughts going through my head. Only left the house like 2 minutes late, so that's not the end of the world. I can't believe I have to wear like a full parka again. Like, what is up with this weather? It's April 9th? It's April 8th. I am deeply regretting this outfit because I am now getting frostbitten ankles. Why is the weather this? Why? Made it. Hi. How's it going? I was worried I wasn't gonna make it because it's freezing cold and I was like already running late. No. But I'm here for the 10:30. I'll take a little coffee.
Yeah, there's like pods there.
The like espresso kind? Fancy dentist coffee. I don't know any other dentist that does coffee. getting a paraffin hand wax while I'm at the dentist getting fillings done. I'm so excited. Couldn't really finish filming much of that. Couldn't really film much of that because my hands were in the paraffin wax the entire time, but I don't think I've ever had such a decent filling experience. Like I said, this place is a little bit more pricey, but honestly, if I'm only spending 45 minutes in the chair, I didn't have to get any freezing done, and she just went in and out and just got the job done. That was it. Dr. Ava, great. Although I do have this weird blister that popped up on my lip. We don't know what it's from, but hey, I'm done. Now I get to go home. Also, pro tip, if you have to go to the dentist, take 2 extra strength Tylenol before you go. It makes the experience so much nicer. On days like today where I don't have a lot to do except go to the dentist, I get really bored, and then I get irritable and angry because I'm I have nothing to do. And then finally, eventually, I'll do a thing that I've been putting off for a century, which is making these power balls, energy power balls, which I had made before, but haven't done in a long time. But I've got the ADHD dopamine searching thing where I'm just eating everything that I can see. And what would make more sense is if I made a healthy, delicious snack that I know I'm gonna like instead of just eating shitty chocolate bars from Shoppers. I know why I haven't made them. Because I got this Wow Butter stuff and I don't like it, but I refuse to throw it out. I need to use it, but I don't want to use it. Why is ADHD the way it is? Tell me. I made my power balls. I did the dishes. And then I turned around and found this one. Great. This is a moment, a make or break moment for an ADHD like today. ADHD day like today. It's I could be really, really mad at myself for not doing this lid, this complicated lid, or I could just be silly ADHD. Which one will I choose? I'm gonna try to be in silly Billy mode for my own sanity. But inside, I'm feeling really pissed off at myself. Powerballs are good. What's really stupid is that the dishes are done, the house is clean, everything is nice and neat and tight. There's really not anything to do. This is what I'm striving for all the time. And for some reason, I'm just livid that there's nothing to do. Justin will tell you, this is just how I seem to operate. But I think it's an ADHD thing. At the same time, today my baby was almost sitting up all by himself. And it just makes it the mood changes are so rapid. And I'm very proud of my baby. He is the best baby and I love him. I just spent the last 30 minutes trying to help Archie get back to sleep. I think something that other ADHD parents might relate to is the need for routine and just keeping things kind of on schedule, because it makes it a little bit more predictable and it reduces the anxiety, reduces the overwhelm and the adrenal fatigue. I'm sure that's a thing. I feel we've been very diligent, almost to the point of being a little strict about his sleep, probably more for our benefit because it's more predictable for us. I'm trying to let go of that though a little bit though, because my baby is a human, not a clock, as one of the sleep smart people said in the course that I bought about baby sleep. But then also sleep is so important, especially for young developing brains. So maybe we're being as strict and diligent as we need to be. I don't know. This is the last size 2 diaper. And I'm really sad because my baby's growing so big. But also they really don't fit anymore and we gotta change them. We gotta size them up. Justin!
Huh?
What do you think is... Did you
I'm
do it
acting.
on purpose?
Yeah, I did on purpose.
What do you think is the most challenging thing about parenting with ADHD so far?
Focusing. Or you want something else?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. Gotta focus. But I made myself a promise. He always comes first. No matter what I'm doing, if it sounds like he needs me, you gotta go right to him. But that's easy with emergency stuff.
Yeah.
It's tougher with general day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, because I kind of feel if I feel the same way. I want to go to him immediately, but then if I'm hyper-focusing on something, I think that's where I build up resentment and frustration, because I'm but I need to get this thing done because it's so hard to get back into the thing.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me.
Ah! Okay, thanks, bye. Sometimes when your baby is screaming, it's hard to not get overstimulated when you have ADHD. But sometimes you also just have to sing him a song. La 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 la. I think it's not working. It's not working at all. Gotta find other solutions. I have ordered myself dinner because I will be solo parenting for the remainder of the evening. And when you can't trade off, sometimes it's easier to not worry about what you have to eat and just order yourself some food. So I got myself a ranch burger from Fresh, which is like a vegetarian vegan kitchen. I'm very excited. I love to eat. And also my groceries don't come till tomorrow, so I kind of have no choice. I managed to calm down the baby by putting him in his little command center thing. It's like a rotating, like you stand him up and there's a bunch of toys around it in a circle, and I put in a pacifier, and he is happy as a clam playing with the little tag on the thing. Not the toys, the little tag. They say that if you have ADHD, your children have ADHD, or your parents do, whatever. So we're kind of trying to approach our whole parenting style, I think, like from the perspective of he's probably going to have ADHD. So like, how do we work with that? It's kind of early to be navigating that in any possible sense, because he's just baby life. But like, you know, when he's older, like what are some of the strategies that we can share with him that we've learned? Like for me, it's just going to be like hyper scheduling, making sure everything is in the calendar, because it just makes life a lot simpler. Like fewer decisions have to be made when everything's in the calendar, and you can just do the thing that's in the calendar. I mean, you could always move it, but it's just a lot easier. I'm trying to decide if it's a bad thing that I just put Miss Rachel on. I kind of needed reinforcements so that I don't know. Some days I just don't have all of the energy. It's the ADHD, it's the arthritis, it's all of the things. Miss Rachel seems like the least evil of all of the things I could put on. So. I don't know. Okay, so Justin reminded me that I'm not just putting it on and leaving it on for him. I'm interacting with him and the screen. So it's like, it's not babysitting him. I'm still with him, actively engaged with it. I gotta go engage with it. It's very good program. Delicious takeout. It's a little cold, but what are you gonna do? It's the end of the day and I didn't have enough water, so now it's time to chug a whole lot of water, before I go to bed. But I mean, I have a bit of time before I go to bed. It's only 8 o'clock, so don't worry, guys. Anyway, gotta finish all of this water. The problem is that I forget all day to drink my water, and then time just disappears on me. It's very orange in here. Guess it's just the light. This has been an interesting day, doing a lot of focusing on my ADHD. I'm pretty sleepy now. Like, it takes so much effort to parent with ADHD. It takes a lot of effort to parent generally, but I don't really know the alternative. All I know is that my focus is pulled in 8,000 different directions, and all I can do is really, really try to keep the focus on Archie as much as I possibly can. And it's exhausting. By the end of the day, I am fully exhausted. This orange light is killing me. Why is it so orange in here? I'm so tired, I can barely string a thought together. And I have a rehearsal after this recording. Rehearsing with the chicks. We've got an audition tomorrow. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending an ADHD day with me, parenting, going to the dentist, living my life as a new mom, chugging my water in this very orange-yellow room. Why? I haven't asked before, but it would make me so delighted and happy if you liked and left a comment on this video and subscribed to my channel, because I've really never promoted this channel very actively, but I've got a ton of stuff on here and I'd love to share more of this stuff with you. So yeah, check out my other videos. I've got some films on here, music videos, lyric videos. I've got tons and tons of stuff. And let me know what you think. I'm interested to know what you think of these things. I mean, be kind. Obviously, be kind, but you can share your thoughts. That's fine. Anyway, that's it for me this week. I hope you have a wonderful week also, and I will see you next week with updates from our road trip to Ottawa and hopefully, fingers crossed, IKEA delivery in the next week or so. I'm gonna replace all these shelves. All these shelves. We're updating the living room. We're getting rid of that couch. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. The lady said that she'd come tomorrow. Anyway, ADHD out. Bye!